About 2,500 years ago, God gave the prophet Daniel a vision of 4 strange beasts, representing the 4 world empires which are now history. The Babylonian, Medo-Persian, Grecian, and Roman. Daniel's vision foretold with such astonishing accuracy numerous details of these empires that critics were sure his prophecies must have been written after the events occurred, and tried unsuccessfully for years to prove it. The 4th beast alone concerns us. Symbolic of the Roman Empire, it retained characteristics of the 3 empires that preceded it, yet it was far more dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured the known world, breaking and trampling all that opposed it. That Rome fulfilled these prophecies and the other details of Daniel's vision is history. Nearly 700 years after Daniel, around 95 AD, the Apostle John was given 3 further prophetic visions of this terrible 4th beast, as recorded in Revelation 12, 13, and 17. At that time, the world empires, represented by the first 3 beasts, had come and gone exactly as Daniel had prophesied. The 4th beast, the Roman Empire, was then at the height of its power. It too would fall, but unlike its 3 predecessors, and exactly as the Bible foretold, it would not be conquered by a successor. No 5th world empire would arise to take its place. Instead, Scripture prophesied that the Roman Empire itself would be revived in a more powerful form to control all of earth just before Christ's second coming. Numerous scriptures indicate this. The 4th beast's 10 horns represented 10 kings that shall arise. Since 10 kings were never part of the Roman Empire when it existed in the past, we know that 4th empire must be revived worldwide, composed of 10 regions under separate sub-rulers accountable to Antichrist. Only then will the second coming take place, with Christ returning to destroy Antichrist and his kingdom, and to set up his own millennial reign over the earth from Jerusalem. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verses 8 and 9 states, "And then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders." Chapters 12, 13, and 14 of Zechariah prophesy these events quite clearly. So did Daniel. A stone, that is, Christ, was cut out without hands, which smote the image, which became like the chaff of the summer threshing floors, and the wind carried it away. And the stone that smote the image became a great mountain, Christ's kingdom, and filled the whole earth. When will this occur? Verse 44 explains, "And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed." Antichrist's worldwide kingdom, the revived Roman Empire under 10 heads, must be established first. Then Christ destroys it and sets up his own kingdom. Interestingly, today's world has already been divided into 10 regions by the Club of Rome, a division which is now followed by mutual agreement in the banking and computer worlds. John saw this 4th beast 3 times. First, as a red dragon seeking to destroy Israel. And behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and 7 crowns upon his heads. And the great dragon was cast out of heaven, that old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. In chapter 13, this dreadful beast appears again, representing the revived Roman Empire, whose deadly wound was healed, and also its ruler, the Antichrist, whom all that dwell upon the earth shall worship. Notice, the dragon gave him his power and his seat and great authority. So the red dragon, who is Satan, is actually building his kingdom and using Antichrist to his own ends.